I'm absolutely delighted to participate in this 7th annual conference of A.R.O.ai Bihar chapter. Dr. Abdul Hai Sahab referred to my reluctance to come. Actually, it is not about this conference. My family was keen that I should pursue medical studies. And I did after high school, after pre-university, those days central universities had pre-university and they used to admit soon after high school. After that, I did my pre-medical. But I do not know what to say, fortunately or unfortunately. I could not appear in the competitive examination for admission into MBBS because my age, it was short. So I requested my family, particularly my father, that now that for 1 year I will have nothing to do. He wanted me to prepare for the next competitive examination. But I said, allow me to pursue a subject which is dear to my heart, and that is sociology and political science. And then, I should not go into details, but that became, and after that I did my law. And I did not have the privilege like you to pursue the medical studies. So possibly that is the only thing which can entitle me to address a meeting of such excellent professionals on a subject about which I hardly know anything except what I generally read and what is when I am briefed by very competent and knowledgeable people like Dr. Abdul Hai. So I extend my warmest greetings to all the participants, senior doctors, young specialists, researchers, medical students and delegates who have come from different parts of the country and are participating in this conference. The theme of this year's conference, From Evidence to Excellence in Oncology, a collaborative approach, reflects the real journey of every cancer specialist, the journey from medical data to real-life decisions, from individual expertise to teamwork, and from treatment plans to patient lives. As we all know, cancer is one of the biggest health challenges of our times. But what gives us hope is the progress which we have made thanks to doctors like you, researchers and institutions who work together, work overtime, learn from each other and push boundaries every day. Cancer care is no longer about work. It was rightly pointed out that it is not one specialist job working in isolation. It's a joint effort involving radiation, medical surgeons, pathologists, palliative care teams, nurses, counselors, and most importantly, the patients and their family. And that is what your theme rightly highlights, a collaborative approach. I would like to take a moment to talk about Bihar. Over the years, our state has taken significant steps in improving its healthcare system. Hospitals like Paras, HMRI, IGIMS, AIIMS, and PMCH, and many district level centers are making advanced care more accessible. But we still have a long way to go when it comes to cancer care. Many patients still come to hospitals in advanced stages. There is still a lack of awareness in rural areas. Financial challenges also prevent people from completing their treatment. That is why platforms like this conference are so important, because here new ideas are shared, better protocols are discussed, and connections are made that lead to action on ground. I have had the opportunity to visit many hospitals in the state. I have seen patients and families who are going through very tough times, emotionally, physically, and financially. But I have also seen something else: the commitment and compassion of doctors like you. The way you speak to patients, explain treatment options, and give them strength, even when the situation is difficult, that stays with people. It is not just about medicines or machines. It is about hope, dignity, and trust. And that is something your profession, you offer in abundance. So I would like to express my deep gratitude to all the radiation oncologists and healthcare professionals for the work you are doing. It may not always make headlines, but it changes lives every single day. Today we are talking about immunotherapy, precision medicine, artificial intelligence-based planning, targeted therapies, and more. It is a time of great progress in oncology. But we must also ask ourselves, how much of this progress is reaching the patient in a small town or a village? Are our screening programs strong enough? Are we doing enough to create awareness in our communities? Are we training enough young doctors in the latest technologies? These are questions which we must keep asking, because the goal is not just scientific advancement, but accessible and affordable care for every Indian. The young oncologists and postgraduates are the future of this field. Learn as much as you can, stay curious, stay connected, and most importantly, stay compassionate. It is good to publish papers and present studies, but never forget the human behind the diagnosis. That is the real purpose of medicine. At the same time, I would also like to encourage more interinstitutional research, collaborative studies, and policy recommendations that can help improve public health systems. Not just be followers of global knowledge, let us also be contributors to that knowledge. The state is always open to partnership that help improve cancer care, whether it is community screening, awareness campaigns, medical training, or building cancer registries. We need the experience and expertise of the medical fraternity. I also urge NGOs, corporate CSR arms, and medical colleges to work with the state machinery to create a more inclusive and responsive healthcare environment. Today, as I look around this hall filled with dedicated specialists, I feel hopeful. Hopeful that together we can build a future where more lives can be saved, more families are supported, and more patients walk out of the hospitals with a smile on their faces. Life becomes more happy and beautiful when we find a purpose in life and do something good to others. Every day you wake up is another opportunity to be a blessing to someone else. The conference program this year, from sessions on head and neck cancers, lung and breast cancer, to brain tumors, gastrointestinal and gynecological cancers, covers all the key areas that matter to people on the ground. Let us keep moving forward from evidence to excellence. Let us keep working together across hospitals, cities and specialties, and let us make sure that no one in Bihar or anywhere in India has to fight cancer alone. Remaining hopeful during a cancer treatment is as much an art as a skill. We need to motivate the patients not to let the adversity define them, but it should be used to refine them. The Indian tradition tells us, and it attaches great importance to the healers who mitigate the pain of others. The Ayurveda Vangmay says, Kvachit Artha, Kvachit Dharma, Kvachit Maitri, Kvachit Yasha, Karma Abhyas, Kvachit Cheti Chikitsa Nasti Nishphala. The treatment of the patients sometimes it brings money to the doctors, sometimes it brings righteousness, or righteousness is accomplished, sometimes it brings friendship, sometimes it brings glory. And it also gives an opportunity to excel in your field. Therefore, this is what old treaters, medical treaters of India, it says that the treatment, as far as the doctor is concerned, all his efforts to treat the patients, they never go fruitless. I wish the conference all success. May your work continue to bring light into the lives of those going through the darkest times. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Dhanyavad. Jai Hind.